let's look at these goals. Let's look at these questions, and I suggest that you take this exercise every single month until you can pop out the answers to every one of these questions and they begin to improve and crystallize. 5 basic values in life. We said that self-esteem is the key to peak performance. Well, self-esteem only comes when your goals and your values fit like a hand in a glove. So the most successful men and women in our society are people who know what they believe, who know what their values are, and they organize their time so that it's consistent with their values. And you'll find that most stress, most unhappiness, most irritability, most health problems, most burnout comes from living a life that is inconsistent with your basic values. So always be asking yourself, what are my values? What do I believe in? And make sure that your outer life is consistent with your inner life. It's the key to peak performance, the key to self-esteem, the key to happiness. Number 2, what are your 3 most important goals in life? Whenever you're given only 30 seconds to answer that question, the 3 goals that the subconscious pops to your mind will almost invariably be the 3 most important concerns or goals that you have right now. This is a very revealing question, and you can give it to yourself and give it to other people. What would you do if you had 6 months to live? If you only have 6 months to live, it refers you back to your basic values. It tells you what you really value in life. And an important question is this, is that how much of your current life is consistent with what you would do if you only had 6 months to live? Would you spend more time with your family? If you would, are you spending more time with your family now? Remember, you never know when you only have 6 months to live. What would you do if you became an instant millionaire? Perfect question. That simply asks you, what would you do if you had all the time and money in the world? What would you do if you had no fear of failure and no fear of rejection? What would you do if you were free to choose? If you had complete freedom to choose, the fact is that anything that you could write down as an answer to question number 4, you can accomplish. You don't need $1 million. All you need to do is set it as a goal and make a plan and start working toward it. You may not get it as fast as if you were a millionaire, but you'll get it nonetheless. Asking the question simply frees your mind. Question number 5, what are you afraid to attempt? That may tell you what the self-limiting belief or block is that's holding you back from achieving your full potential. Question number 6, what gives you your greatest feeling of importance? This is simply asks you what gives you a feeling of self-esteem, and this will lead you unerringly to your area of excellence, because you will always and only become excellence doing what gives you a tremendous feeling of importance. And question number 7, what one great thing would you dare to dream if you knew you could not fail? Let me just say this as we close, that whatever you wrote as an answer to that question, whatever you wrote as an answer to the question, what one great thing would you dare to dream if you knew you could not fail, you can be, have, or do. The only question is, how badly do you want it, and are you willing to pay the price? Because if you are, and you're willing to pay the price and work toward it, you can accomplish everything on that list, and sometimes far faster than you can possibly imagine. The question is, how badly do you want it?